Yeah, let's get back into
Yes.
the bans and picks. Right now, first ban is Doom for the side of Meep Merp, and
10 seconds
let's
to
see
go.
what team Dot Slash. Yeah, Dot Slash has to pick right now. They don't have their
5
team names up, so
seconds.
um, I need to recall a bit more.
Reserve time.
Dire is Dot Slash. Yes, Dot Slash. They banned a Viper out. Okay, Viper is one of those best
Radiant
laners in the
team
game.
banned.
I keep on repeating that. I really love Viper. So okay, not really a too common first phase ban. Usually you'd ban him at the second phase when people choose
10
some core
seconds to
heroes,
go.
strong control heroes. Usually
5
you
seconds.
pick game-changing heroes for the first bans and picks. Doom is an example.
Reserve
Death
time.
Ball heroes popular right now. They're an example. Faceless Void, probably Razor, Lycan, those kinds of
Dire team
heroes.
banned.
Typically see them on the first banning stage. So right now, yeah, we see Razor banned out. Uh, First pick does go to Radiant. That's Team Meep Merp. So they might want to pick a Faceless Void off the bat.
10 seconds.
Let's see
to
what
go.
Dot Slash are going to ban right now. They might want,
5
yeah, they might want to
seconds.
ban Faceless Void. They can go for Lycan. Lycan's a typical first ban, but
Reserve time.
because you ban Lycan, you're giving up Faceless Void for the enemy to pick up first. Or if you ban Faceless Void, the enemy can do the same and pick up Lycan. So it's really what you don't want to deal with at this point in time, especially since you banned out Viper first. You pick you ban Viper. You don't want to deal with Viper. Okay, not really a first ban material, but you're still giving them more options for the
Radiant's
first pick. So right now, yeah, they ban out Lycan. They don't want to deal with the Lycan, and let's see if Team Meeper really go with Faceless Void. Okay, they go with Tinker.
Dire's pick.
Quite very niche pick, I would say. Tinker isn't really first banner pick material unless you know that there's a dedicated Tinker player in your arsenal. That goes for
Faceless
Tinker and
Void.
Invoker actually. So because they passed up Faceless
Dire's
Void,
pick.
uh, the opportunity is now given to Dot Slash to pick up Faceless Void for themselves, and they do. They take this opportunity to pick up Faceless Void. You know, that's why I wouldn't really pick Tinker, because you can save Tinker for your last pick. No one's, he's probably not going to get picked or banned, and you can get more
Radiant's pick.
powerful heroes, more um, bigger value heroes like Faceless Void earlier on if you save Tinker for last. But yeah, Faceless Void and Skyrath Mage, the standard combo right now, going for Dot Slash and Meep Merp. They pick up the Death Prophet. So good heroes in their own right. They have good AoE control, Tinker's March of the
10
Machines and the Crypt Swarm
seconds
from
to
the Death
go.
Prophet, and pushing capability. Yes, pushing capability from the
5
Death Prophet's
seconds.
Exorcism, and anti-push capability coming from the March of the Machines. If the Faceless
Reserve
Void
time.
takes a Chronosphere without the Tinker, then the Tinker is free to cast March of the Machines inside the Chronosphere. And Death Prophet, if you Chronosphere her, if she has the ult up, the Exorcism up, the Chronosphere doesn't stop the Exorcism. The Exorcism just keeps going. So, a bit tricky for Faceless Void in that situation.
Dire's pick.
Yeah. So, Meep Merp on Radiant, yeah. They ban out Witch Doctor, one of those combo heroes with the Faceless Void. Understandably so. You don't want to be dealing with both the Skyrath Mage and the
10
Witch Doctor
seconds.
in the same Chronosphere. That means anyone who's inside there, maybe 4 people, 5 people, they're gonna die instantly. So you have Ravage, Tidehunter, banned out by Team Dot Slash. Again, heroes that work well with Faceless Void also work well against Faceless Void. That Ravage can easily counter a
10
Chronosphere. You can
seconds to
Ravage if Tidehunter is outside the Chronosphere. You can Ravage and
5
catch the Faceless
seconds.
Void because Ravage has a huge AoE, and the Ravage initiation might be able to
Dire team banned.
pick off a few heroes from Dot Slash before they even start team fight. So they ban out right now Pugna. Okay. Pugna's actually better on their side because Dot Slash has a Skywrath Mage, but maybe they don't want push going the way of Team Dot Slash. Oh, yeah. And Pugna also has that
You can do it, coach. You can
ether
do it.
ability. What was that? I'm thinking of that ability. The one that
Who?
makes things ethereal.
Oh,
Pugna?
the Grapify.
The Decrepify, there we go. So yeah, if you have the Decrepify comboed with the Skywrath Mage, that's also quite powerful. And the Decrepify can also save your teammates from the Death Prophet's Exorcism because Exorcism is physical. So the Decrepify maybe a bit of a utility there. Maybe that's why they banned it out. But yeah, we see the Shadow Shaman ban from Team Dot Slash. Of course, they don't want the Death Prophet and the Shadow Shaman going at the same team, as I've said earlier on, and it was shown earlier on. If Death Prophet and Shadow Shaman go in the same team together, it's pretty much GG already. We haven't had in our series a team that has picked both Death Prophet and Shadow Shaman that lost, right? Yeah. If
Well,
they're picked,
Yeah.
they always
It's
win.
actually the what do you call this? The win rate is higher. If I'm not really sure, I can't vouch because I haven't checked the stats yet, but from what I recall, the win rate is absolutely really high. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, just you went silent. I was so
Yeah.
worried that I got disconnected
Sorry,
again.
I was drinking water. Kind of tired after that first cast. Also a bit hungry because we did that earlier on. But hey, we're here for you. So we're gonna keep working hard and doing our best. And Invoker, okay, so that's another one of those odd picks. Usually you'd save your Invoker for last because Invoker's not gonna get banned, and probably Invoker's not gonna get picked because you already see a Tinker on their side. That would be two odd niche picks if they both pick Tinker and Invoker. So yeah, they pick an Invoker. Maybe for that range, they'd want to get Invoker's big range abilities, the Tornado, the EMP, and maybe the AoE, the big damage coming from the Sunstrike and the Meteor to turn off repel any push coming from the Death Prophet. Also, the Sunstrike and the Meteor, the big damaging abilities of Invoker, work well with the Faceless Void's Chronosphere. Even if Invoker isn't at the same lane or same place as Faceless Void, if he has a high level in that Sunstrike, he can easily deal a massive amount of additional damage from the Sunstrike. And Sunstrike damage is pure, so it actually deals more damage than it would appear to do. So let's see how Team Meep Merp react to that. They can still go with let's see who's banned. Vengeful Spirit, okay. Vengeful Spirit is a good utility hero, but nothing to go against the lineup of Faceless Void Skywrath Mage. I would have suggested something like a Silencer to stop the Invoker or the Skywrath Mage even after the Chronosphere is cast. So yeah, they pick for Vengeful Spirit. Maybe they're hoping to take this earlier on. Vengeful Spirit is quite useful in her early levels. All her skills are good for damaging opponents, and especially when ganking. The negative armor, the bonus aura, and of course the stun are quite potent in taking off opponents earlier on. And we see a response in the form of Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is good for catching out that pesky Tinker. His Spike Carapace can stun Tinker even if the Tinker is hiding. If the Tinker has March of the Machines out, Nyx Assassin can just walk right into the Tinker's March of the Machines and stun that Tinker, possibly cancelling a TP, maybe allowing the rest of the team to catch the Tinker. So yeah, either way, you can still send Nyx Assassin ganking. He won't be too bad of a pick. Either way, but we see Chaos Knight. Okay, so Chaos Knight, Death Prophet. This is a push kind of lineup. Chaos Knight is actually a very decent late gamer, very powerful late gainer because his ult amplifies whatever he has by practically 4, maybe into 5 if he gets lucky with that 50% chance. So Death Prophet, Chaos Knight, both giving that push potential, and Chaos Knight with a Vengeful Spirit with that early ganking potential, or maybe a strong tri-lane dominance potential from those two heroes. Okay, so we have Shadow Shaman banned out, Shadow Demon rather. Shadow Demon banned out from by
10
Team Dot Slash.
seconds to go.
Yeah, that Shadow Shaman banish
5
can
seconds.
save teammates from Faces Void or initiations from the Nyx Assassin. So
Reserve time.
that's a bit handy.
Dice
And yeah, there we go. The ultimate initiate and the counter initiate the Mirana. An anti-engagement hero, Mirana can easily turn an engagement around. Just everyone goes invisible, and that's the end of the fight, unless they have detection, of course. But that means an additional investment in your part. So yeah, Mirana team fight hero. You don't want to be dealing with that,
seconds
especially
to go.
with the Nyx Assassin, Invoker. Those are lockdowns. Skyrath Mage is kind of a lockdown also.
Radiance pit.
But yeah, Earthshaker, there we go. An even bigger lockdown. The Fisher range is just as good as the Mirana's Arrow range. And a lot of AoE combo to the Faceless Void. That's going to be really, really terrible. Skyrath Mage, Earthshaker again. One of the best duos in this game. Skyrath Mage, Earthshaker, and Razor, actually, I would say. If you have two of those three heroes,
10 seconds
you
to
already
go.
have a very potent laning, ganking, and team fight kind of lineup. So Earthshaker and Skyrath Mage, not too bad, but with the Faceless Void, potentially utterly devastating. Now,
Reserve time.
Radiant's pick, Team Meep Merp's time to pick. They already have their carry. They have a Death Prophet, so they might be looking for some sort of disengage on their own. Hopefully, they pick Silencer for their sake. Yeah, they should pick Silencer to prevent that massive team fight engagement coming in. You see the Faces Void, Skyrath, Invoker, Nyx, Earthshaker. That's really so much spells coming in. But they picked Jakiro. Okay, the Jakiro's Ice Path and the Macro Pyre might make it a bit of a challenge for the teams to fight under the Chronosphere. But yeah, either way, I still believe that the draft goes in favor of the Dire for Team Dot
Yeah.
Slash. So here we go.
Right, so now we're moving into the introductions. We see on the Radiant team, we don't have the labels because the teams weren't able to put up their banners. But just in case you were wondering, for the Radiant side, we have Team Dot Slash. And then for... Oh, okay, hang on. Let me confirm. Okay, for Radiant side, we have Team Meep Merp. And on the Radiant side, we have Team Dot Slash. Okay, that's why we have somebody here whose name is DSD on the Invoker. Anyway, moving to the introductions. What?
Dot Slash is on Dire.
Yeah.
You
I
said
just
Dot
said-
Slash is on Radiant.
Yeah, I corrected myself. That's why we see the DSD on the Invoker, I said. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I did say that Slash was on Radiant. Anyway, Meep Merp. For Meep Merp team, we have Redman here playing Death Prophet. At the top lane, Tinker, played by the legendary man. Wow. In the middle lane, we have three heroes at the bottom lane. Court for Aryan and Seb. So I'm just gonna call Vengeful Spirit as Aryan. We have Seb on the Jack hero and Court on the Chaos Knight. For the Dire team, which is the Dot Slash team, we have Skyrath Mage played by Mighty Mark, DSD Heart by Invoker, I think his name is Heart, Yan Chan on the Nyx with a wonderful set, which I also have, and ES played by Ison, and Meek on the Void. Alright, so pause coming in from Stab, a little bit of tweaking with a technical difficulties, I believe. So yeah, so now, by the way, guys, if you're wondering, both teams are okay. Not both teams are. Both teams are relatively new. Meep Merp has already played with us before. They went against, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tactical Gaming, and we have the newcomer here in the form of Dot Slash in the Dire team, and they are actually new to the community. So let's welcome them with warm hugs and kisses, because that's no homo. That's how we roll, right? So, Coach, we have some time here to discuss a lady phase because they paused. So, would you do the honors?
Alright, so right now we have Earthshaker. I think he's just there to place a ward. Did he place a ward? No wards here, so okay. Going in right now. For mid matchup, we have the Exhort Invoker going up against the Tinker. It might be going the way of Invoker's favor if Invoker is good in positioning and harassment. Can easily zone out the Tinker, especially when Tinker has lower levels of skills. But if he prioritizes much of the machines earlier on, yeah, that's going to be a harder time for the Invoker. On the bottom lane, we have a tri-lane versus a dual lane. It's probably not a good idea for Dot Slash to have the Skyrath Mage. Skyrath Mage places a ward, but there's already a ward there, so he's going to be seen. This is a dual lane from, yeah, Skyrath Mage and Nyx Assassin, not really too potent because they're going against the tri-lane. That's not really an ideal division of EXP versus, laning potential, because you're going to lose more EXP because you're not going to be able to stand it in lane too long against a tri-lane. But the Skyrath Mage is making a rotation. I think the Skyrath Mage wants to go, they want to take a defensive tri-lane instead with the Faceless Void on top, because the Faceless Void is getting harassed by this Death Prophet. So it's going to be top tri-lane, I think. Skyrath Mage, Earthshaker, and Faceless Void. Maybe they might even want to turn this into a kill on the Death Prophet, but looking back, that means that it's off-laner Nyx Assassin might not get the early level 6 that he wants because he's going to get harassed by this Jakiro in the tri-lane. But much better than the dual lane setup a while ago. So let's see in the top lane.
Oh, we actually are going to see the Mighty Mark and Isn't trying to get a kill on Redman. Redman getting locked down. Wonderful Fissure there. Mighty Mark is actually waiting on the cooldown of that concussive shot, but no, the auto attacks might be enough. Redman doesn't know where to go, and the first blood goes to the way of Faceless Void. Wonderful execution there.
The body blocking there. The body blocking,
yeah.
That was perfect body blocking by Earthshaker.
We might actually see Deadpan Gaming's Earthshaker getting contested during the drafts. I think this ES is wonderful based on that first execution. The body block, coach, did you see that? It was just perfect.
Yeah, the Death Prophet was going nowhere. The Faceless Void was getting all those right clicks in. So very perfect execution from them. I think the Death Prophet wasn't expecting it because they saw the Skyrath Mage on the bot lane earlier, so maybe they didn't expect the rotation. But right now on bot,
oh no, you actually see Tianshan getting ganked upon. Ice Path actually kicking in, but no. Oh, the stun coming in from the Chaos Knight for a 3-second stun, locking him down enough for them to kill him. So it was we're actually seeing an exchange for both tri-lanes, right?
Yeah.
Tri-lanes are actually being effective for both teams.
Yeah, but I think right now the advantage is going to Meep Merp, despite the earlier death. Because they have better farm on the Tinker right now. For some reason, the Tinker has been able to zone out the Invoker. Yeah, although the Invoker has the Exhort Cold Snap, the Tinker did go for the higher levels of March of the Machines, which is annoying to deal with in lane. So, yeah, the Tinker is getting the better of that exchange with 16 last hits as opposed to the Invoker's 13. And on the tri-lane versus tri-lane, the Chaos Knight has 14 last hits as opposed to the Faceless Void on the opposite safe lane with only 8 last hits right now. So yeah, gold definitely going in the favor of Radiant right now. Yeah, it's 300 gold, nothing too much to write home about, but still that early game advantage can easily transition into mid game, later game advantage. But we'll have to see where this goes.
We actually see Tianshan rotating to the middle lane. Vengeful Spirit, somebody is being Vengeful Spirit knows that Tianshan is here. Oh, they're gonna see each other. Oh, but the question is, who will be throwing the first stun? Who will be throwing the first stone? And now, the legendary man, I'm just calling him the legend.
Hello? Okay, so, again, we're doing a solo cast. Selemene is gone. Vengeful Spirit got out. Right now, he's gonna die. He's definitely gonna die. Nyx Assassin stun is up. And there we go, another stun. Vengeful Spirit made that rotation. They don't have a ward here, so they didn't see the Nyx Assassin and Skyrath Mage go back up. Unfortunate for her, she probably thought that Nyx Assassin already went home, but on the contrary, Nyx Assassin and Skyrath Mage both went back down and took that kill with a very misplaced Vengeful Spirit. Okay, so on top we have an initiation coming in from the Faceless Void, and the Earth Shaker. The Earth Shaker still has that Fissure, hasn't casted it yet. Looking for that body block. However, the Death Prophet gets in front of the Earth Shaker, and here's the Sun, and here's the Sunstrike. The Sunstrike misses barely by an inch against the Death Prophet. However, the right clicks are going to finish them off. The Fissure locks the Death Prophet into position. No retreat there. And the Jakiro unable to retaliate. Not much damage coming in from his part. The Faceless Void had that time walk. So yeah, very clean kill, very clean escape from Team Dot Slash. Compensating right now, yeah, for those missed last hits in laning. Right now, Team Dot Slash does have the advantage despite the laning disadvantage in terms of last hits. Yeah, they're able to make those rotations count. And Faceless Void now catching up in terms of farm. He has 13 last hits as opposed to the Death Prophet's 12. The Chaos Knight still has more last hits though, 25 versus 6. But the Faceless Void has had 2 kills occur in his lane and is now approaching level 6. Chaos Knight is a bit behind. Maybe a minute behind Faceless Void in terms of level 6, but he'll get there. And level 6 is not as important as Faceless Void's level 6 anyway. This guy can take his time. So right now it's just a solo lane versus a solo lane. Well-timed carapace right there. So no damage going the way of Nyx Assassin. And this Chaos Knight's just gonna back off. This Nyx Assassin, however, is close to level 6 and he's going to get that level 6 earlier than the Chaos Knight. However, here on top we have an Indis. Failed Ice Path right there. And they're gonna miss that kill, but however, the Skywrath Mage is still off position, so the Skywrath Mage will fall. So that's 4 from Meep Merp rotating to the top. The Earthshaker is barely alive. The Ice Path is not gonna catch him out. The Chronosphere is there to keep the Faceless Void alive, but the Faceless Void has no TP. He has to get out. He has to buy a TP now. He has no mana for a Time Walk. He has the Magic Stick charges. He should Time Walk. He didn't buy the TP. He didn't buy a TP, so he's gonna be running away right now. He's safe right now because everyone's moved away from that engagement. So, well played for the Faceless Void, even though he didn't get that TP in. The Skywrath Mage died though, but that's at the cost of 4 people rotating the top. The Death Prophet still has no level 6, so they're not going to transition this into an easy tower. So that's 4 people rotating the top for a gank for 1 kill, and they're not gonna be able to take this tower down after that. So not as good as the rotation from what we saw from IRG earlier on. Right now, however, the Chaos Knight does take the Nyx Assassin solo kill there. The Chaos Knight
At the top
almost
lane,
died. Yeah.
top lane, we see action coming in there, and Invoker is actually getting ganked upon 3 here, getting auto attack. He tries to get the aggro from the neutral cubes, fails, and well, he falls to Death Prophet auto attack.
Okay, so right now, welcome back, Selemene. Thank God.
Thank you so much, Coach.
So much action happened earlier on, but yeah.
Did the Nyx Assassin die?
Yeah, he did. He died solo to the Chaos Knight.
Oh, okay. No, earlier when he was actually being ganked upon by the Tinker and the Vengeful Spirit.
Let me check the hero deaths. No, he hasn't died yet.
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, Coach. We are having a really bad day with PLDD, and we have no way of fixing it right now, but we will do our best to continue with the stream. Coach, thank you so much for taking over. Hello?
Yeah. So you better get yourself up to speed. It's really been a back and forth from Team Dot Slash and Meep Merp. Check the gold graph right now. It's down and up.
Oh, Yanjan actually wasting the Vendetta right there. Oh, because they would transition into a Fissure and they actually lock down Redman into the corner. And auto attacks coming in from Mighty Mark and Isen, and they take the kill from Death Prophet. You know what's unfortunate? Jacker actually just TP'd right there a few seconds before the gank happened.
Yeah, but they probably couldn't have saved the Death Prophet either way. The Death Prophet was locked behind the Fissure. There was no way getting to that Death Prophet, so yeah, that Death Prophet was a goner either way.
See the word action coming in here from the word, or they just planted the sentry. Oh, they just planted the sentry here. In the middle lane we see Chronosphere getting casted and Invoker following up with a Sunstrike, but no need for that because the Tinker will fall to the Forge Spirit auto attack and to the armor reduction and to the auto attacks coming in from Meek. A rotation coming in from Nyx, ES, and Skyrath Mage. They're all smoke here. No detection, no observer one can see them, but they're now getting revealed because of Adrian's proximity to their heroes. Tianchan coming in with a stun. This is a wonderful sequence of skills. Tiamok coming in to lock him, to slow him down, and there was no hope for Vengeful Spirit to survive. However, while everything was going down the middle lane, at the bottom lane, Redman and Jackiro actually takes the tower, and they will now proceed to take the second tower at the bottom lane. They actually have enough duration there on the exorcism to finish it. Somebody's TPing in. Oh no, isn't TPing in the Earthshaker going in without any support, and he dies instantly to all those spells. He actually got nuked down there.
Yeah, that was a poorly placed TP right there, TPing in front of 4 opponents without your team behind you. But at least the tower didn't fall.
Oh no, Tianchan's getting spotted here. It doesn't go the sentry one is there. Silence coming in with us. Oh, it's a 4-second stun from Chaos Knight. They will get him. And no kills for you. Next assassin, no kills for you, Tianchan. They know where you are. That's actually very wonderful. It was a very fortunate that Radiant team placed a sentry ward right there a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So right now we have the tower advantage. The 1 tower advantage from Team Meep Merp.
Another gang coming in the middle lane from the Chronosphere. From the Faceless Void. He just slowed him down, followed by the cold snap from the Invoker, and it was enough actually. The Faceless Void was indie, by the way, so he wasn't spotted that easily, and it's a very quick kill. And that would actually delay the boost of travel for Tinker, but no matter, they take the tower anyway. So well, that's going to help with the Tinker farm.
Alright.
Get him that boost of travel soon. Yep.
So Meep Merp showing good form with their draft right now. Chaos Knight, Jakiro, and Death Prophet, both powerful tower destroyers in their own right. Jakiro also has that Liquid Fire. A lot of people forget about this, but Liquid Fire deals damage to towers. And it's actually almost as potent as the Nether Blast from Pugna. And maybe even better sometimes because the Liquid Fire is free. It's free to cast. So yeah, as long as Jakiro's in the lane, he can keep applying that Liquid Fire on the tower, and towers just melt to that. And however, we have 5-5 engagement.
Oh yeah, it's an imminent thing. And Nyx assassin going in with a Vendetta, but Vendetta wears out before he can find somebody. Faces Void just waiting for the right position to go in. Do they see the heroes coming? Oh, they actually come up here against Jackro and the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight throws in the ultimate there, but he's in the middle of a Chronosphere, not going to be able to do that much damage. ES coming in with the Echo Slam, catches 3 heroes there. Vengeful Spirit and the Death Prophet are both dying right now, but Isn't falls down to all the spirits right there. Swap coming in for the Vengeful Spirit, swapping in the Invoker out of position now. Legendary Man has a double kill. It's a 3-for-3 exchange. The next assassin is in danger of dying. If only Death Prophet has enough. Oh no, the heat-seeking missile getting casted from Tinker actually finds a kill. It's a 3-for-4 exchange in favor of the Radiant team. And Faceless Void will be walking away safely. But yeah, I guess that is obviously in favor of the Radiant team.
Yeah, this is such an exciting match. Both teams getting very aggressive. Big back and forths coming from the teams. Right now, however, we have that gold advantage coming in. 3,000 gold in favor of Team Meep Merp, just because they've taken down 2 towers this early on in the game, and might be looking down to take this 3rd tower soon. Okay, so
at the top lane, we actually see Chaos Knight trying to harass the Faceless Void. He knows that in the long run, Faceless Void has nothing on him. So even on a one-on-one match, but yeah, I think he would still need the support to lock this Faceless Void down, like Vengeful Spirit, so that he won't be able to time walk away. Yeah. And at the middle lane, there's a 3-man defense for the Dire team, but no, everybody's suddenly disengaging there. They know that a gank is coming in. Oh no, Chaos Knight at the top lane getting ganked, getting stunned by Tianchan here, slowed by the time walk from Meek. But now, will Chaos Knight be able to run away? Yeah, the drums of endurance have been used. Tinker coming in with a heat-seeking missile, getting 2 heroes. And wow, nothing actually happened. It's actually a disengage occurring a few seconds after the Tinker TP's in, so nobody will die. However, 4 heroes are now on the top lane. Invoke is following suit. Everybody's converging on the top lane. They want to do a team fight. They want to do a war, as some players say it. So now they're just coming in from the low ground. You have the Invoker and his spirits climbing up. He has actually a Necro book there to help him out. Oh, he finds a Tinker here. Cast goes up with a meteor. Tinker is falling. Tinker will fall down. Fisher from Isan locking Invoker at the bottom lane. Sorry, at the low ground there, getting chased down by Chaos Knight. Will he be able to take it? 2 seconds not coming from Chaos Knight. Will the auto attacks be enough? Oh no, the Ghost Walk is slowing Chaos Knight down for the Necronomicon and Rasem. A buyback coming from Tinker. He TPs in to follow up for Redman. Redman now triple kill, but however he falls to the Skywrath Mage, and it's a 3-4-4 exchange in favor of the Dire team. Sorry, in favor of the Radiant team. Yeah. Wow. I can't say anything. It's one of the rare occasions where both teams are so evenly matched. The back and forth keeps on going and going.
Yeah. That was really close, but it was the Tinker's buyback, a tactical buyback that gave them a bit of the advantage right there. But yeah, 2 towers are gonna fall. 2 more towers. The top tower was denied, but they take the middle tower, and still that's 2 towers down. That's a lot of gold advantage going their way. But yeah, let's take a look at the gold difference. It's around 4,000 in favor of Radiant, favor of Meep Merp, and that's around the exact amount of gold you would expect to get from 4 towers. And in EXP, take a look here, it's 0. 0 EXP difference earned. Yeah. So, if you remove the towers from the equation, it's practically dead even. But of course, you have to factor in the towers. So
I mean, it's because it gives you a lot of gold.
Yeah, so it's not just about killing people. It's about getting your objectives accomplished. And
yeah, wonderful sense there from Tinker. He knew that for some reason, I don't know if it was luck, he TP'd out before the smoke from Skywrath Mage of the ES came in.
maybe they saw it coming from here. There's a ward here.
Oh, there is. No, it's just planted right now. I think that they warded the dot / ward. Yeah, just now. ES and Skywrath Mage planted a ward there earlier, a few seconds earlier. Not even a full minute yet.
So yeah, just good game sense coming in from the Tinker. Okay, so right now this guy's gonna get caught out. Chaos Knight.
Oh no, see, Chaos Knight getting silenced. I guess it's getting locked down by the Skywrath Mage, and he actually did a wonderful disjoint there for the stun using his ultimate, and now Meek is forced to use the Chronosphere, locking down 3 heroes. Also, they're coming in from Invoker, really able to find nobody is getting caught there. Seb is almost dying. Another time of coming in from Meek. Auto attacks there for the Faceless Void, but he will die to the Death Prophet and the tower there. Tinker coming in with a blink, finds a double kill actually, and will he be able to go down, follow up with another arm on that Skywrath Mage? No, so it's a 3-4-3 exchange in favor of actually nobody. It's a fair exchange. And I'd like to note that during that, now the bottom tower is taken by Tinker. He can actually take by the Invoker, he can actually take the Tinker down if he wanted to, but no, both players disengaged. And I want to take note, Coach. During the previous team fight, Chaos Knight did something so absolutely wonderful. He disjointed the Impale coming in from Nyx and gave him enough HP to survive the follow-up nukes after that team fight.
Yeah, I think also, does Mystic Flare affect illusions? No, it doesn't affect illusions. So, I thought maybe Chaos Knight could have saved himself from the Mystic Flare if he had illusions up. But apparently it only deals damage to heroes.
Well, anyway, now, this is actually one of the rare times that... one of the rare times that a game happens in the Nightly Dota series where the teams are so evenly matched like this. It's normally this kind of dead even exchange for both. It happens during the mid game to late game, but this early not so much. And now we're seeing a team fight coming in. Tianchen checking out if something is going on in the Shan pit. Chaos Knight throwing in those illusions to distract the enemy team. And well, I think they really gonna go for a Shan. If we check the inventory, do you see a medallion? No medallions, but the Bloodstone is already up on that Prophet. Now teamfight coming in, Arcane Seal on top, the Tinker silencing him. Let's just see it goes for the swap and the save. Ice Path coming in from Jack Hero. No, Invoker still finds a kill there. And Scarlet Mage follows suit against a 1-for-1 exchange so far. Even team fight right now. And now Faces Void catches Jack Hero with a Crowsphere, and Death Prophet chases everybody else with the extra system. And the Invoker falls down. 2-for-2 exchange so far. Faces Void was not able to take down the Jack Hero, and now Chaos Knight is chasing him down. Nyx Assassin still has the Vendetta up, so it's 3-for-3. Invoker bites back, and now TB is at the middle lane. ES is now here ready. It's actually waiting for the right position to go and re-engage on the enemy team. The Regeneration Boom getting picked up by the Nyx Assassin.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, so that's another fair exchange. However, I think Dot Slash were on the losing side of that engagement just because the Invoker made the buyback. He bought back and there was no follow-up, so it's kind of a wasted buyback right there. Hello? Alright, so I'm doing the solo cast again. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at the gold graph and the XP graph right now. 2,000 difference, very close. Might also be attributed to the 2-tower difference that they have. The 2 towers, because there's 4 towers down for Dot Slash and 2 for Meep Merp. So yeah, 2,000 gold, that's exactly the kind of gold difference that 2 towers would make. And for EXP, it's 500 in favor of Dot Slash. It's nothing. Right now, this is a dead even game. This can go either way. Chaos Knight has a powerful late game potential, but then again, so does Faceless Void. So yeah, this is a really big back and forth game coming from both teams. Both are very aggressive, very much willing to team fight, and I think both in the same level of skill and competence. So close fight. I don't think I've ever seen in our casts matchup this close. 19-19, 22 minutes in, same amount of deaths. Close in EXP and gold. Yeah, right now going a bit of favor. EXP going a bit of favor in the way of Dot Slash, and gold in the favor of Meep Merp. But yeah, it's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's story. So yeah, I don't think you can say which way this game is gonna go right now. So here again we see 5 heroes from Meep Merp converging into the top. The Exorcism is up, so maybe they want to take an additional tower here. Second tower safe lane for Dire, for Dot Slash. But doing so, they might cost themselves more here, because of course if you're doing a push, you're putting yourself in more of a danger because you're going to be fighting under a tower. If it's going to be a 5-on-5 engagement, of course the one with the tower will have slightly more of an advantage. But right now, Scarlet Mage falls instantly to the Chaos Knight. You see the Tinker teleporting in right now. They move to the back. They're looking for disengage, but the Invoker comes in. Stun on that Chaos Knight. The Chaos Knight falls instantly, and the massive Chronosphere against 3 people. The Chikiro falls down almost instantly. The Vengeful Spirit soon to follow, and the Death Prophet gets that Exorcism up, gets the Faceless Void. Death Prophet still a bit tanky. Oh no! Death Prophet kills the Necro Creep, damaging her, and right now 2 hits. There we go. 2 hits kills the Death Prophet. That was too bad. She unintentionally killed the Necronomicon Creep, dealing 400, I think, 400 pure damage. So that was a lost engagement for Team Meep Merp. And as I've said, if you're going to be fighting here under the tower or near the tower, you're going to put yourself in a disadvantage. Good play from the Invoker, though. Very well played. Dealing a lot of damage instantly, followed up by a massive 3 hero Chronosphere. So that just instantly popped down 2 or 3 heroes from Team Dot Slash immediately. that puts them in a position to win the entire team fight completely afterwards, even if the Skywrath Mage was down for the duration of that team fight. So yeah, right now let's check the gold graph. It's practically 0 right now, but we have to take note that Team Meep Merp still has a 2-tower advantage, but still it's very close, almost 0 gold advantage. And experience, however, because of that last team fight, we see a big dive going 4,000 in the way of Team Dot/Slash. Right now we have an engagement. Earthshaker is gonna die. Chaos Knight dealing so much right click damage right now. Yeah, right now we have the Chaos Knight split.
And let me take over, Coach.
Alright.
Invoker follows up with a meteor strike, and Jackery falls down. Chaos Knight follows up with a Reality Rift, takes away that Invoker. He has a streak, by the way. Eventually takes a streak on that Invoker, so that's an additional 300 gold right there. They're now chasing down the Death Prophet. Invoker actually finds a way to kill the Vengeful Spirit. It's a revenge kill via the Necronomicon, perhaps, or the spirits. I didn't see it, but now they're trying to chase down a Death Prophet. It's going to be a futile attempt. Death Prophet with the Witchcraft and the Dual Scepter are going to give her a lot of movement speed. Now, faces Void, throws in the Chronosphere, locking down the Chaos Knight to give space for Mighty Mark to cast a Mystic Flare. And now it's not yet over. Tianchan finds the Tinker right here. It gets stunned. Wonderful, wonderful. Spike Carapace there to disable that Tinker. BKB coming in from the Face Void, not going to find that Ice Path. However, Jackery did find that wonderful Ice Path on top of that Skywrath Mage, and this is just an extended, so extended team fight. I was disconnected, I came back in, and it's still going on for the next few minutes, and now it's over. Everybody's going home. There we go.
Alright, so let's get Selemene back up to speed. Yeah, difference in gold earns practically 0 right now. 1,000 in favor of Meep Merp, especially with that 2-tower advantage. And experience earned a while ago, dipping to 4,000, but right now leveling back up to 3,000.
Oh no, they're gonna go for the middle lane. They're gonna go for Tianchan. Tianchan throws the Spike Carapace, and both the Death Prophet and the Chaos Knight wait for it to go away first before attacking him. And now 3 heroes backing up with the Ice Path follow-up and the Heat-Seeking Missile from the Tinker going to get Tianchan down. We're looking at 25-26 in favor of the Dire team, but 1 point, it's just a single point. This rarely happens. This rarely happens. And now at the middle lane, we see a stun coming in from Chaos Knight, locking down Mighty Mark, followed up with a Magic Missile from the Vengeful Spirit, and now Mighty Mark falls down. It's now 26-26. I was just talking about the slight difference there, but it's now back to both. It's now back to 0 difference in the kills. Exorcism getting casted there by the Death Prophet. Fortification coming in from the Dire team. Earthshaker has the Blink Dagger, goes for Echo Slam, that's down the CK there. Tinker has the Dagon, finishes up the Earthshaker as a revenge response, for knocking down the CK. And well, they have the Exorcism still up, and they're going for the tier 3 tower. They have 2 heroes down on the Dire team. Faces Void is still at the bottom lane. He has the TP, and he can actually go down if he has to. He actually now TPing in, and he doesn't have enough mana for a Chronosphere. Even if he successfully blinks in, TPs in, he won't be able to do anything. And now he's casted the BKB, goes down top of Death Prophet there. And now Tinker finds a kill Invoker after Invoker kills the Chaos Knight, and Death Prophet just committed suicide with the Bloodstone right there. Legendary Man falls down to the Faces Void. We're now looking at 28-29, 2 heroes dead for the Raging team for the single tower, for the 1 tier 3 tower of the Dire team. Woo!
So yeah, big advantage going in the way of Team Meep Merp right now, 4,000 gold. And yeah, close to 0 experience difference because of the kill score. Look at that, 28-29. Gold advantage coming in from taking 2 towers consecutively, the tier 2 and tier 3 mid. But however, on the bright side, for Team Dot/Slash, they did manage to keep both of their barracks up. So it's not too bad of a situation for them. Even if they lost the tier 3, they still kept the barracks, and now they're going for a Rosh attempt.
And this actually might be an uncontested Rosh. No wards from the Raging team were ever near the Rosh pit. They have one here as an offensive ward, but not going to be able to spot this one, obviously. And well, Rosh is going down. Next Assassin scouting now. He has the Vendetta up. He sees the Vengeful Spirit. Will he actually go for it? Oh, he almost misses the stun. Sunstrike coming in from the Invoker. Wonderful Rosh to a kill. It was a Rosh pick-off to a Vengeful Spirit pick-off there at the Radiant jungle. So it's now going to be 4v4 for the next 30 seconds. Faceless Void has the ultimate. He also has the Aegis, by the way, and actually blink in and start another team fight here behind the tier 2 tower. But no, Meep Merp knows that they are there in the rated jungle. They are waiting. They know that they can be initiated upon, so they're playing it safely. Whew! And well, we're now going to see the next team fight in near or around this tier 2 tower for the Radiant team.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit is back up though, so this is probably going to be a 5 versus 5 team fight coming in soon.
The question is who would initiate and how they would do it. Because from the, what do you think, Coach? Who would initiate on top of each other first? I mean, you have the Faces Void, the Chronosphere, but you also have the CK on the other hand to reality if somebody and stun them. And I don't know, we have the Vengeful Spirit swap coming in. A lot of things could go actually. It could happen.
Right now, I think it's the duty of Dot/Slash to be a bit more defensive because they do have an exposed mid lane barracks rather in mid. So if they lose a team fight, they have the potential to lose that lane of racks as well, and they really can't afford that. That's going to be too much in the favor of Meep Merp already because they lose the racks and then they still are facing a pushing lineup with a Chaos Knight and Death Prophet, so it's going to be more and more hard for them to be able to defend the rest of their lanes if one lane is already pushed.
Actually, they actually get spotted by the Observer Ward in the high ground on the ancient camp of the Radiant team. And now, oh no, Sentry Ward getting dropped down there, and they actually spot Yan Shan and initiate upon him. But now Invoker finds eventually goes for a quick kill. Chronosphere getting casted by the Faces Void, locks down all CK's illusions, and now ES blinks in, actually dies, however, to Tinker, and the Death Prophet accuses him, and the Jackal. Jackal will die to the Sunstrike. Wonderful position there from Invoker. It's now a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of the Dire team. Invoker goes for a Ghost Walk, will be able to survive this Death Prophet, but now Skyrath Mage there falls to the Exorcism Spirits, and now Redman is still alive, but it's getting locked up, getting stunned by Tianchan, getting the Spike Carapace up, but no, that's right on time. He gets the recovery from the Spirits, and now it's going to be a turnaround 3-for-3 exchange so far. Redman has enough HP blinking from Redman, but actually gets caught in the trees, and there will be a disengage. Wow, this is just one of the most amazing fights I've ever seen. Did you see that? I mean, Death Prophet was almost dying, but right as if right on cue, the spirits returned. The sisters felt her pain, and they regenerated her HP back to full health.
That was very, very fortunate timing for the Death Prophet. But the Death Prophet did have that Yules, so the Yules also kind of saved her. Especially since the Tinker was able to teleport back into the team fight. So yeah, a bit funny though from the Skyrath Mage. He just walked in and underestimated the damage potential from the Exorcism Spirits. So he just walked in and died. You saw that, right?
Yeah, he got aggroed by the bitches.
Okay, so family friendly language.
Sorry
okay,
about that.
So yeah, right now we take a look at the gold graph. It's 5,000 in favor of Radiant, in favor of Meep Merp, and experience. It's look at this, down up. 2,000 in favor of Meep Merp also. Of Team Dot/Slash I meant. So yeah, close game either way. Who's this?
Yeah, if you look at
the Invoker has Boots of Travel.
If you look at the hero levels, it's actually almost equal. And now they catch the CK out of position there. Blink in coming in from Meek. Wonderful save from Meek, but no, CK will still die because of Skyrim Mage Arcane Bolt. And of course we're getting casted by Meek there. They're trying to get on top. They're trying to get Redman, but he's actually walking on top of the. They have to walk on top of the Macro Pyre, but nobody will die. Now Tinker actually finds a kill behind the team fight and gets the Earthshaker. It's a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of the Dire team. Jacker is now out of position. You should be careful. Oh no, Tinker replies and throws a Dagon and the heat-seeking missile in front, right on the face of Skyrath Mage. It's a 3-for-2 exchange. Wow.
The Faces Void should just start attacking right now. He still has that Aegis. He doesn't want to waste that Aegis. He might.
But he might actually waste it. Oh no, Tinker actually fails to throw the heat-seeking missile. He tried to blink in and cast it after the timer coming in from the Faces Void. But now Faces Void getting Dagon. dies, and now the Aegis will be used. Tornado coming in from Invoker, and Dual Breath from Seb. Is he trying to catch the Invoker, the face, but you know he will actually fail, he will actually miss. And the bottom lane, wow, we see the Invoker and the Earthshaker defending, and now they're not done yet. They actually find the Yules on top of this face, but will they be silenced? Yeah, face, but is now silenced, he's actually getting nuked down. Stuns coming in from 3 heroes, and he will fall. Killing speed there in the way of Death Prophet, that's an additional 250 gold, I believe.
Yeah, so golden experience, still same story, up and down, up and down. But yeah, Team Dot Slash right now, they're gonna lose another tower though. Maybe
Yeah, I mean,
they can defend right now, they have 4 up.
wow, but the question is Echo Slam up and ready. Yes, it is. They can actually blink in. No swap coming in from Flesh Spirit, but no, he's actually arcane sealed and slowed by the Skyfish getting picked off. Oh, Earthshaker falls before he can actually throw the Echo Slam. Tian Shan here can actually throw the Spike Carapace to throw everybody off. Everybody's auto attacking him, but no, we actually get bursted down. He forgot about the Spike Carapace there. And now Yule Scepter on top of Mighty Mark. Mighty Mark now walking away, but getting Dagon by the Tinker, and we can now see the advantage of that Tinker getting farmed. Oh, Sunstrike getting avoided by Court, and well,
Dire's top tower is
it's a 1-4-4 exchange in favor of the Radiant team. We see the kills now. Coach, the kill difference is now back to 0. It's now 37-37.
Yeah, but I think this is where we see Team Meep Merp pick up. Despite the kills, they have a lot of tower advantage. They have 2 towers lost versus 7 towers taken down. So they have 5 tower advantage. Combine that with the Tinker's ability to execute a lot of abilities with a high amount of farm. So it's going to be harder for Team Dot Slash right now, even with the Faceless Void. I think what they need right now is really a perfect initiation from the Earthshaker. The Earthshaker has to go in first so the Faceless Void won't die. If the Faceless Void goes in and misses the Chronosphere, he might pay for it. But if the Earthshaker goes in, he will allow Faceless Void to set up a Chronosphere. Even if he dies, at least he should be able to get the damage from the Echo Slam off, and that should be enough to either engage or disengage upon. So yeah, let's just see how the team fights go from here on out. Right now, the goal difference is 7,000, 8,000 in favor of Meep Merp, and experience is already it took a big swing. 3,500 in favor of Meep Merp also because of that last team fight for Dot Slash, the top lane.
So now Tianchen is actually scouting the area with a Vendetta, and well, not gonna find anybody there. Now you have 3 heroes who see him actually. You might actually go for him and dive and try to kill him, but no, Tianchan is actually safe. He gets a Vendetta up again. No sentry wards there for the Radiant team, so this is going to be a safe scout if ever Tianchan decides to go in. Sorry, well, excuse me. So it's a little bit. We see a little bit of farming for both teams. They wanna play this out. They wanna play everything out carefully from this point on.
Yeah, there's just too much to lose right now for Team Dot Slash. They already have all their tier 3s are exposed, and they've already lost also 1 tier 3 in mid actually. So just another lost team fight will allow that Death Prophet and Chaos Knight to break a lane of Rax already. Maybe 2 if they lose all 5 in an engagement. So you have to be a bit more careful. They still haven't lost the game. They do have a Faceless Void with a Daedalus right now. Big damage, but yeah, he might have a harder time right now with the Chaos Knight.
Oh,
maybe,
by the way,
yeah?
Ethereal Blade pick up there on Tinker. This is critical.
Yeah, if you get that Ethereal Blade on the Faceless Void, that's going to stop the Faceless Void from dealing any damage in the Chronosphere. However, the Faceless Void does have that blacking bar, so he can use that blacking bar to purge it if the blacking bar is off cooldown. So hello? Okay, I'm doing the solo cast again. Thank you, PLDC. I'd like to thank our sponsor, PLDC, for keeping us disconnected always. So right now, yeah, pings are coming out. I think both teams want to take this Rosh. They know Roshan is up. Maybe nobody wants to engage right now. Both teams are trying to do a wraparound, but it's a wraparound against a wraparound, so they're going to encounter each other here at the mid lane. Right now, the Vengeful Spirit falls off the bat. The Earthshaker goes in. There's the Echo Slam. The Invoker dies already. The Echo Slam comes in a bit late. The Illusions have come out after the Echo Slam. So right now, yeah, the Tinker also died in the tail end of that engagement. These three guys retreat right here on the back, and that's probably gonna be the end of that. So that's 3-for-1 exchange. The Invoker is lost, but they get 3 kills. The Death Prophet and the Tinker, most importantly. With those two down, they're not going to be able to push immediately. They see the Rosh. They might just want to take the Rosh right now while the Tinker is down, but yeah, I think the window is closing in on that. Yeah, they shouldn't go for a Rosh at this point in time already. The Chaos Knight, however, did survive that last engagement. So let's check the individual net worth. Yeah, Chaos Knight is right in the middle actually. 12,000 gold, not as much as the Faceless Void, 16,000, but enough to give him that boost in items that he needs. That armlet, he has the BKB most importantly. Maybe he might go for an SNY? I don't know. He probably should have gone for a Manta Style instead and mess with the Faceless Void. But then again, those Manta Style illusions will just help the Earthshaker with the Echo Slam. And right now, the Vengeful Spirit is cut out. The Meteor misses. Perfect swap, but that's a swap into the Chronosphere. So might be bad for Meep Merp right now. Okay, so the Tinker goes in. Lots of damage. The Invoker barely survives, but is able to run away. There's the Skywrath Mage ult. Very powerful ult, dealing lots of damage to the Tinker and Death Prophet, but they both survive. They share that damage, and right now there's a disengage. The Faceless Void, however, died. And that's bad news for Team Dot Slash. That's the last hero they want to lose. That's their carry. So I think both teams are going to disengage. The Invoker is definitely going to go home. He has that Sunstrike ready though, so yeah, Sunstrike not going to hit anything there. However, they see these guys. Oh, Nyx Assassin almost got out. He blinked out of the Vendetta, and yeah, but however, he did manage to back off, losing vision of from the fog right before the Blink Strike came in. They attempt to follow. I don't think, yeah, they can see Nyx Assassin, however, still has that Spike Carapace. Spike Carapace is up, hurt the Tinker really badly. Tinker's now at half-life. The Sunstrike coming in, and the Earthshaker following in with that Echo Slam. The Tinker melts immediately after that. The Chaos Knight, however, gets hit by the Tornado. They killed the Earthshaker. So that's the Earthshaker for the Death Prophet and Tinker. That's a very good exchange for Team Dot Slash right now. However, Chaos Knight is still pursuing. He still has that 4 illusions. The Nyx Assassin is got out here, the tail end of that engagement, and Nyx Assassin falls. Sorry guys, it's just so hard for me to catch up right now. So much action happening, and this is not really my job. But okay, so catching up. Faceless Void is back up. He could have done a lot more if he were up in that previous engagement, but now he's back up. Invoker is up. Nyx Assassin would be back in 15 minutes. So yeah, the next engagement would be a full-on 5v5 engagement again. And I think things are going recently in favor of Team Dot Slash. Let's check the gold graph. Yeah, going a bit down from 7,000, from 8,000 gold advantage to now just about 6,000, and EXP again dead zero, dead even 0. So yeah, this is a pretty long game. We've already had a late start to this game, and this game has already gotten to the 45-minute mark with no clear winner so far. Things can still go either way, even if the tier 3 racks, the mid racks is exposed for Dot Slash right now. They still haven't lost the lane. They have half damage to the range racks, no damage to the regenerating melee racks, so it's still anyone's game. And even then, they can easily transition this into an ultra late game with a powerful Void. The Void already has that Maelstrom up to deal with those Chaos Knight illusions. Should have maybe went for a Battle Fury instead, but The Maelstrom Mjolnir is still very powerful, especially under that Chronosphere, getting those bash procs up. So right now, yeah, here's the Roche attempt coming from Dot Slash. Let's see if Meep Merp react to this. They're backing off. I don't think they know. They might be anticipating a smoke gank instead. Yeah, they're circling here. They think it's gonna be a smoke gank, but they don't know it's a Roche attempt. This is the second Roche right now going for Dot Slash, and they get the Aegis. They get the Faceless Void with the Aegis, so they might look for something more aggressive right now. The Faceless Void can initiate right now actually with that Aegis. So let's see what they plan to do. They do have that exposed mid lane rack, so they should do something about that. They should get something in exchange here on mid. But yeah, right now they've only lost 2 towers, 45 minutes, and they've still only lost 2 towers as opposed to the 7 of Team Dot Slash. But I think it's been 15 minutes or so since the last tower had fallen, so it's been team fight after team fight after team fight. Really that big back and forth between these two teams. 5,000 gold in advantage for Meep Merp, and 3,000 EXP in advantage of Dot Slash. So right now they're moving top. They might want to take this tier 1 down. Yeah, tier 1 down is very, very close to falling. Just 2 attacks from Faceless Void. So yeah, the next big team fight is going to happen here on top.
I'm back.
Yeah, they actually should have gone for a backdoor here on the top tower since it doesn't have backdoor protection or regeneration for the tier 1. But yeah, it's going to fall right now, and the team fight is going to come imminently. Okay, here's the
Faceless Void throws in the Chronosphere, catches all 5 heroes with a follow-up with a meteor there from the Invoker with an EMP. He's going to burn out everybody else's mana. The Earthshaker follows up with Echo Slam, and Burn just erases 3 heroes right off the bat. And I believe that Death Prophet bites back, blinks in, TPs in to try to alleviate try to go for revenge kills there. But no, Faceless Void is going in for the Jack Hero. Screw the Death Prophet. I'm going in for the supports for the additional kill. Death Prophet dies anyway, and it's actually a dieback. So 5 heroes are now dead. A total of 6 heroes dead for nil. 6 heroes died during that last team fight for absolutely no one on the Dark team.
Yeah, that was the perfect Chronosphere right there. TI4 finals right there from the Faceless Void's Chronosphere. All 5 heroes locked down. Could you believe it, man? This is possibly the most entertaining game I've ever seen and casted.
Yes, actually, I have to agree with you on that. Just wonderful, wonderful back and forth. Yeah, and actually,
you'd have to watch the replay.
Yeah. I will. And now, coming in from the Invoker with a Sheepstick, locking down the Vessel Sphere. The Vessel Sphere just erased with a Blink Dagger follow-up from the next Assassin. And wow. So, we are actually having a lot of problems, I believe, from the viewers. They're also getting disconnected, so I think it's a really bad night for PLDT. But anyway, doesn't matter, guys. The voice will be up soon. And Coach, thank you so much for covering for my ass. A 41 for 50 exchange. This is the closest yet most entertaining game ever. Yeah. Most amusing and most action-packed, I have to say.
However, due to the recent turn of events, we've seen a massive swing in gold a while ago from around 7,500 gold in advantage of Meep Merp. Now it's a 7,500 gold for Dot Slash. And EXP from Dead Even, it went suddenly to 20,000 EXP advantage in favor of Team Dot Slash. But again, at this point in the game, let's check at the levels. Yeah, everyone's level 16 except for the Vengeful Spirit, but Vengeful Spirit don't really need too much levels on her part. Yeah, everyone has their level, so EXP difference doesn't matter. The gold matters a bit more, 7,500, but still, this is still anyone's game, I would say. If Dot Slash loses a team fight, they will still lose this mid lane of racks. And maybe even more because their tier 3s in the other lanes are exposed. A while ago, even if we saw a team fight transitioning into 2 towers and then a racks from Dot Slash, they weren't able to take down any more lanes of racks because the tier 2s were still up. 45 minutes into the game a while ago, and the tier 2s are still up. So they couldn't transition into another lane of towers and racks. So yeah, very, very close game still, however. Very intense team fights. So yeah, have you caught up already?
Yeah, actually, I've been reading the stats and I've been looking at the numbers. So yeah, apparently, before I got disconnected, it was, I believe, Death Prophet and the Tinker who were ahead at their hero levels, and now they actually are falling behind Faces Void and Mixed Assassin.
Yeah,
More or less they're
so
the same, but yeah, it was a big climb for Faces Void.
this is gonna be a bit troubling for Team Meep Merp, but by no means should they give up. Yeah, Faces Void is about to lose that Aegis, so they won't have to deal with that the next engagement. If they can still get a properly positioned team fight, maybe if they catch the Invoker out of position and burst that Invoker down. The Tinker is still very good at bursting down heroes. He has that level 5 Dagon, I think. Yeah, level 5 Dagon and the Ethereal Blade with the laser and the missile and maybe a rearm for a second round of damage. He can still do a decent burst on whatever hero he wants. Probably the Invoker. Yeah, definitely the Invoker. If he can take the Invoker down, then they would probably win the subsequent team fight after that.
Oh, and by the way, Invoker has a refresher orb, so whatever combo he had before he's going to be able to pull it off twice.
Ouch! So that's really that's a really dangerous Invoker right now. They can't afford to let this Invoker live. Again, I'd reiterate. This really falls on the Tinker. The Tinker is their most farmed hero. And
Much more than the Chaos Knight, yeah.
it falls to the Tinker to take down that Invoker as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, now Tianshan has the Vendetta. I mean, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, there comes to a point where Vendetta actually cools down. The cooldown has the same duration as the Vendetta itself.
Yeah,
So that
50
whenever the
50.
Vendetta fades out. Oh, okay.
for-
Good.
At level 3. So just something for our viewers, at level 3 Vendetta, the Vendetta is practically infinite duration.
Mm-hmm. More or less, as long as you have the mana.
Yeah.
But now I think they're trying to go towards the top lane via the top lane. But Sentry Ward's there is going to spot the next assassin is getting to get hit by the hit seeking missile. They now know. Now they know that the Sentry Ward is there. They can't go up there unless they commit to it. And if ever they want to pull it off, I believe they have to wait for the push, for the right timing. So the Tinker will be busy pushing everything else. But yeah, we see pinging coming in from the Dar team. They know that the tier 2 tower is still up on the bottom lane. They could actually go for that. A lot easier to take and a lot faster gold gain for them.
The Invoker almost got caught out there.
Yeah, with the Snakes with Blink Dagger is actually able to disjoin the Chaos Knight, what do you call that? Chaos Bolt. Obviously, Chaos Knight, Chaos Bolt, yeah. Very creative there, Val. If you see somebody blinking in, next assassin goes in, throws in the spike carapace to just avoid everybody. And now, wonderful Bronze Spear there from Faces Void, locking down 2 heroes, including Tinker. So 2 heroes are now down for the Radiant team. Oh no, we see 3 heroes now. Tinker bites back in, but next assassin dies for that exchange. No Aegis of the Immortal there, Faces Void, 2-for-2 exchange, not including the buyback from Tinker. And of course, takes away a double kill. 3 heroes are now down for the Dire team. It was actually a 3-for-3 exchange, by the way. It's only that Tinker bought back. That's why there are 3 heroes alive on the Radiant team.
Alright, so right now, I think it would be relevant to look at the buyback. Okay, we should pause. Okay, there's a pause. The buyback status, the Faceless Void died, but yes, he has buyback. The Invoker's still alive, but he has a buyback, so he has a round 2. The Nyx Assassin died, but he also has a buyback. So, in case something happens in the next 70 seconds, both Nyx Assassin and Faceless Void should be able to buy back. But I don't think, I don't think that Meep Merp can transition this victory, if you would say, into a push right now, because all their lanes are just so pushed out right now. Okay, so I think the next step for
what?
the
Hello? Yeah.
the next step for Dot Slash right now is to take down this bottom tower, bottom tier 2.
Oh, actually, we see. Apparently, we got some sort of parental aggro coming in from the Radiant team, and dot slash is being a sweetheart. They want to wait until the domestic issue gets resolved. Okay.
Okay, so
Apparently, we would have to continue the game without the CK. We had a little bit of parental aggro, so it's going to be a 4v5 essentially. They lost one player due to some issues at home. So yeah, I think this might be this is going to be a 4v5, and I wish the Radiant team the best for this.
okay, so yeah, the Chaos Knight is down. This is an unusual turn of events, sadly, for such a beautiful game. But yeah, I wish it didn't have to end this way, or I mean to turn this way. The game's still not over. Let's see where this goes. Maybe they can do something with the Chaos Knight. If this Chaos Knight just stands there, he should be able to be controllable. Once he officially disconnects from the game. So let's see where this leads to. Right now they're taking third Roche.
And this definitely a cheese will be here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be uncontested. Definitely because, well, there's nobody here from the Radiant team to follow up. I mean, they have to be on the defensive. They have to worry about the micro on that CK. So they're not going to endanger themselves going to contest the Roche. But I believe they have a little bit of hunch that the Dire team is going for it.
Yeah, they probably know that they're at Roche, but they probably can't contest it either because there are only 4 of them right now, and they just can't fight a 4v5 right now. The best hope they have is to defend under their own towers. Okay, so oddly the next assassin picks up the Aegis, and the cheese goes to the Invoker? Yeah, the Invoker gets the cheese.
I think I have a hunch why they gave the Aegis to the Nyx, because if you notice the previous team fight, it's going so hard to go in because of the March. So what they plan to do is that whenever the Tinker spams the March, we're going to have Tian Chan blink in and disable the Tinker, and that's going to put the Tinker out of position, so Faces Void can just blink in, a time walk in, Chronosphere the Tinker, and well, wipe the Tinker out, and that's going to be a lot easier for them.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Oh, the Chaos Knight.
Oh, Tinker actually blinks in. Tianchan actually blinks in, but he misses the Impale. Now Fisher coming in from ESS support, Tornado coming in, and this is what I was talking about. Now Chronosphere is up, catches the Vengeful Spirit only, but now Redman walks into the Chronosphere there, and he's got out of position. Court is now next, getting microed by his teammates, but he is going to fall. There are now 3 heroes dead, 1 hero dead for the Dire team. Cheese was not used. The Legendary Man will fall, and a team wipe, a complete team wipe there for the Radiant team. If you look at the Tinker, he actually has like 121 seconds before he responds. The GG is now being called, and now a wonderful respect call coming in for the team. So this is the kind of games that I want to see, where both teams actually respect each other so much. So yeah.
Okay,
And well, let me, coach, can you handle the stream? You can actually announce the winners of the raffle now while I handle the lobby.
Alright, alright.
All right.